Ever feel like your laziness isn't just an excuse, but some kind of built-in power-saving mode? Like your phone clinging to its last few percent of battery. You sit down to get things done, and within 3 minutes, you're sprawled on the couch, doom scrolling memes, guilty about how unproductive you're being. But what if I told you this isn't just your personal bug? What if laziness is actually a secret superpower, a primal instinct your brain rewards you for? Why does your mind sabotage your plans and push you into binge-watching dumb cat videos instead of greatness? Why are some people on fire with motivation, working all the time, while others can't get off the couch? Can you reprogram your laziness and become that mythical, ultra-productive person who never burns out? And, most important, can you learn to be lazy in a way that actually benefits you? This is going to get real. Either you'll feel totally called out, or you'll walk away never looking at procrastination the same way again. Let's break down how your brain tricks you, why laziness isn't your enemy, but your biological BFF, and, most importantly, how to turn this bad habit into your secret weapon. If you've ever felt like a total potato and hated yourself for it, trust me, you'll want to stick around for every twist and turn. First up, let's figure out where laziness actually lives. Picture your brain like a city map with different neighborhoods running the show. Laziness isn't some random ghost haunting you. It's run by real, physical areas, your frontal and occipital lobes. But here's the twist. The lazy part only takes up about 10% of your brain. But it's like that tiny manager who controls the whole company. That's where the limbic system comes in, your brain's party HQ for emotions and instincts. The moment you let yourself chill out, your brain hits you with a reward. On a chemical level, cannabinoids, opioids, oxytocin, endorphins all start flowing. Your brain's basically handing out attaboy prizes for not stressing. Without even noticing, you get hooked on this internal chemical cocktail for doing nothing. Don't believe me? Look at your cat. It eats, sleeps, and chills out, living its best life while you're sweating through another Monday. Honestly, wouldn't you want that kind of vibe for yourself? Let's bust a myth. Lazy people just aren't hardworking. Not true. You're not a robot, and you can't be 100% productive 24/7. Even if your whole life is scheduled down to the minute, job, classes, kids, chores. Those who know how to take real breaks are actually more productive in the long run. It sounds like a cheesy self-help poster, but it's backed by neuroscience. People who let themselves rest and really unplug, they win in the marathon of life. They're just better at managing their biological resources. Be honest. When's the last time you let yourself do nothing and didn't feel bad about it? Like you just exhaled and enjoyed the moment. Hard, right? But you should. Science proves those moments lower your stress and charge you up for bigger things. Even legendary procrastinators like Newton and Darwin were masters at looking like they were working when really, they were just daydreaming in the grass. So here's the first real twist. What if laziness is actually our top evolutionary life hack, not some shameful weakness? Let's dig into the biology. Did you know your brain is only about 2% of your body weight, but burns up to 25% of your energy? Imagine if your iPhone camera ate up a quarter of your battery. You'd only use it on special occasions, right? That's how your brain works. If it doesn't have to do something, it won't. And if you suddenly get extra fuel, the brain's no dummy. It stretches it out for as long as possible. What if you don't get fed tomorrow? Nature's solution: ration that energy. That's why we invented all these energy-saving tricks, traditions, rituals, TV, memes, endless scrolling, ways to minimize thinking. Thinking, it turns out, is really hard work. Even learning is brutal for your brain. Why do you think students suddenly get super helpful with chores, or their moms during finals week? It's simple. Every activity that isn't brain work feels like a vacation to your mind. Thinking costs big bucks, but doing the dishes, easy win. Here's the kicker. Laziness isn't some abstract concept. It's a full-on biological process. You, me, that gorilla at the zoo, we all do it. Gorillas, by the way, chill if they've eaten and aren't in a fight. Nature runs on one rule: save energy, pass on your genes. That's it. But some people seem to escape this script. Artists, scientists, writers, they're on fire for what they do and can work crazy hours. Even so, they're not superhuman. The brain's resources are still limited. Try to push through nonstop and your brain will kick in the emergency brakes: procrastination, daydreaming, exhaustion. Here's where it gets wild. Can you outsmart your own mind and use laziness to your advantage? Enter our hero. Your average office worker. Let's call him Jake. Jake's got an inner war every day. Gotta get stuff done. Ugh, don't wanna. So tired of everything. He battles his inner saboteur nonstop. Jake sets his alarm for 6 a.m., but every morning he smacks the snooze. Then he procrastinates for hours, then feels terrible at night. Why? Because his brain is smarter than he is. It's conserving energy, saving him for what really matters. Scientists have shown that your brain literally powers down useless circuits and flips to power-saving mode. The more you beat yourself up for being lazy, the more stressed you get, and the more your brain pushes you to do nothing. It's a vicious cycle. Plot twist: why can some people work for days, while others just lay around? Studies show it's not just about willpower or discipline, but brain chemistry. When you're doing something meaningful, your brain throws you a dope hit of dopamine, the currency of motivation. If the task feels pointless, no dopamine, no motivation. So you just autopilot through the day. That's why kids can play for hours, but drag their feet with homework, and adults are the opposite. Work is usually not a choice, but a necessity. So your brain is in no rush to reward you. Now, let's get cultural. Why are we so scared of being called lazy? It's drilled into us from birth. Laziness is bad. Hustle harder. But science says laziness isn't a character flaw. It's a vital signal. Dude, you need a break. Ignore that, and you burn out. Modern psychology is clear. If you're feeling lazy, your body seriously needs a reset. You're like an iPhone at 1%. Push through, and you'll just shut down. Here's the next wild twist. Laziness is the engine of progress. Who invented the wheel? Somebody who got tired of carrying stuff. Who invented the internet? Definitely not a fan of lines and paperwork. Humanity's greatest inventions came from people wanting things to be easier, faster, simpler. Laziness is the mother of automation, the father of efficiency, the fairy godparent of Silicon Valley. Our whole progress is just finding ways to save energy and time. But watch out. There are two types of laziness. There's destructive laziness, where you just waste your life, and there's productive laziness, where you hack your way to do things smarter, not harder. That's what your brain actually rewards with dopamine, finding cheat codes for routine. Start noticing. Are you procrastinating from boredom, exhaustion, or because the task genuinely isn't for you? Sometimes, laziness is your best compass. If you're dreading something, maybe you're just in the wrong place. Let's go even deeper. Evolution style. Our brains survived millions of years not just by working hard, but by knowing when to rest. Nature hates overspending. Wild animals don't grind 24/7. They save every bit of energy to survive and reproduce. Why do we act like humans are an exception? If anything, mastering doing nothing is a top-tier survival skill. Our ancestors didn't have DoorDash or grocery stores. Every extra move could cost them, so saving strength was life or death. And now, let's get memey. Imagine, you wake up, swear, today's the day I'm productive. 5 minutes later, you're watching YouTube videos about why you can't get anything done. The ultimate irony? Even procrastination can help. It lets your brain recharge, absorb a ton of random info, and then, bam, out of nowhere, you get your best ideas. Einstein came up with his theories walking around outside, not in the lab. But hold up, Laziness can be a trap if it turns into full-time avoiding responsibility. That's a different biological response. Dodging stress. Your brain starts to see any task as a threat and shoves you even deeper into energy-saving mode. That's when you have to catch yourself. Am I being lazy because I'm actually tired or just scared of screwing up? Don't confuse real self-care with hiding from life. Here's the juice. Can you hack your laziness? Scientists say, work in cycles, take breaks. Don't try to be a robot. The most productive people break their day into blocks. Work, rest, work, rest. Your brain loves variety, not marathons. Switch things up. Don't grind on the same thing for hours. Treat laziness as a signal to change gears, not beat yourself up. Rest without guilt. Seriously, you don't yell at your phone for needing a charge. So here's the bottom line. Laziness isn't your enemy. It's your personal biological manager, guarding your energy. Start listening for its signals. Figure out whether your laziness is constructive or destructive, and you'll unlock new levels of energy. Don't chase fake dreams of endless productivity. That's the fast track to burnout and disappointment. The real pros know how to rest, respect their natural rhythms, and aren't ashamed to be lazy when their bodies ask for it. Even the most successful people on Earth slack off. They just do it smart and on purpose. So quit beating yourself up. Watch your cat and take notes from the master. Laziness isn't a curse. It's your hidden cheat code for surviving in this insane world. And if you're going to be lazy, do it with style and without shame. Now that you know laziness is your friend, not your foe, it's time to put that wisdom to work. Power down when you need to. And remember, behind every great discovery is not just hard work, but the right kind of rest. So close this video, take a break, and then get things done, but only after a good, guilt-free lazy session.